You know, we're down to the point that, as you and I are talking now, tomorrow's the first day of spring, but we're still about 10 days away from the end of the fiscal year, and the budget is due by April 1st. I'm hopeful that we will have one, but right now the governor is playing hardball, and he's doing it mostly on education. He has restricted the schools. He's not given them the school runs. Still now, and we're 2 months past the date that he gave us the budget when we normally get the school runs. And of course, he's very, I would say, anti-teacher. And that is something I'm totally against, and that's going to be the big fight. Ethics reform, a lot of that has been accomplished so far. I think that will be fine. We do need that. But the big thing in my district, and all throughout the state, in fact, but on Long Island especially, is his proposal on teacher evaluation. 50% to be based on test scores. Well, you know, Governor, I would like to see you come into a classroom once in a while and sit there for a day and see what it's really like. When teachers are in there with 25 to 30 students, each of them an individual, some with special needs, some with individual education plans, some who are developmentally disabled, and that teacher has to go through all of them and treat them as individuals. So one size doesn't fit all, and when he comes down and says that you're going to be rated 50% of your evaluations and be rated on test scores, that's ridiculous. He said in his opening remarks when he did the State of the State, 38% of the students passed the test, and yet 98% of the teachers are rated as okay, effective or very effective. Well, 38% that had a lot to do with Common Core, and also you're taking areas like New York City and the Big Five where they have high poverty rates and very, very individual situations, and you're saying that's all going to the average. In my area, in Long Island, if you went to the numbers there, you'd find out that we have the highest graduation rate in the state, the highest number of people going to college, and we have the best teachers. And that's true throughout the state. People go into teaching as a vocation because they want to do it, and they want to do the best they can. Do we have some bad ones? Of course. Anybody. You've seen that right in government. There's always some bad apples in the barrel. But to do this to education, to hold them up at ransom, really, you won't get your education state aid runs unless you do what I want you to do. Well, it's not going to happen, Governor. It's just not going to happen. And you're going to find out, if we don't correct that, you're going to find out that in April of this year, when they go with the third or fourth round of testing, the opt-out rate will be absolutely tremendous. I had 20% opt-out rate in my districts the last time around. I would say it'll be 30 or 40%. Who are we helping? Nobody. Who are we hurting? The children. So that's it, Governor. It's time for you to come back to the table and be realistic. And if you really want to learn about education and what the needs are, go spend a day in a classroom.